Hello everyone, welcome to episode 7, which is a monthly update of my progress to create and get monetised on YouTube. For those of you that don't know, I started my channel on the 1st of June 2024 and I'm now 7 months into growing my channel and I've had an absolute ball. Anyway, I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and I'd like to wish you a happy new year. To all my lovely subscribers who've supported me over the past 7 months, and a big shout out to a very special YouTube friend, Diane Antone Studio. Diane and her daughter Tamsin have really helped me. They've been a massive support to the growth of my channel, both of them, giving me lots of advice and making lots of suggestions, and I can't thank them enough. Do visit their channel. Diane has over 1,000 videos on there, and it's well worth a visit if you like watercolour. So a big shout out to them. So let's have a look. See how we get on. So my progress this month. Well, I've managed to tidy the room that I use for my art. I don't know, because it got in a bit of a state. And I wasn't happy with the lighting when I was filming the books because the window is actually on my left hand side. There's Tinker here. Sorry, I will try and keep him quiet, but every time I start talking, especially when I'm doing this, he I don't know, maybe he finds it strange, maybe he wonders who I'm talking to. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so the light comes in from the left hand side, and so what was happening is the left hand side of the books were sort of almost washed out, bleached out. So I've had a big change round, and I'm hoping that's going to make a difference. So I'm pleased with that, and I feel better now because everything's tidy, you know, everything's tidier. I did the microphone test. I was using one of these little lapel mics. Sorry, I'm going to pick him up. So I was using one of these lapel mics and I was quite happy with it until last month my son-in-law said I sounded tinny. Well, yeah. Anyway, so he lent me a condenser mic, which is a bigger, sort of heavier mic. I'll put a photo up and a link to it. And there's a slight difference, but you know, I mean, I will carry on using it because I can hear a slight difference, but I don't think it's a massive, to be honest. But then I'm still half deaf from having COVID. My regulars will know that I've been really poorly with COVID, and I still can't hear properly, not in this ear anyway, but it is improving. So yes, I pinned all the author comments because a lot of the books I reviewed, I say a lot, about 5 of the books that I've reviewed, the authors have left me a lovely comment, and I'm just overwhelmed, to be honest. They really appreciate the fact that I've discussed and shared their book, and I had another one this month from Ray Borkwell. I'm just going to deal with Tinker because this is getting ridiculous. Okay, I won't be long. Right, I'm back now. Sorry about that. Yes, where was I? Ray Borkwell. I reviewed his book. His book is called, wrote it down here, Painting Landscapes with Atmosphere. And Ray uses a mix of watercolour and pastel, and his landscapes are absolutely beautiful. They're sort of impressionistic. So if you like that sort of thing, please check out that video. I'll put a link below. But he actually commented, I'm going to read it to you because I was so thrilled, because I've admired his work for many years, and it turns out so has my friend Diane. And Ray does do workshops, you know, like weekly painting holidays occasionally, and if he does another one, I'm hoping that I can actually meet Diane in person and go on one of his courses. So he wrote, "Thank you so much, Kay. What a lovely surprise to come across your beautiful review of my book, produced with David and Charles way back in 2006. Not sure where the years have gone, but it's great that copies of my book can still be found out there. It's a book that I'm particularly proud of. Thank you again, Kay, and keep up the great work. All best wishes, Ray. I was absolutely, really delighted. It meant a lot to me, it really did. And that's the great thing about YouTube. You know, you're just a person on your own, in your own house, trying to get good at making content, producing content, and people from all over the world are sort of reaching out. You're connecting with people from all over, and it's such a joy. It really is. So that was that. So last month I produced 4 videos, including episode 6. Those of you that are following me, oh gosh, one of my family members just cannot understand why anybody wants to listen to me. It just baffles them. Yeah, so I also discovered YouTube community post, and it's not something that I thought about really, because I'm still trying to get monetized. And anyway, I did post, I did add a post on the community tab on my channel, wishing everybody a happy Christmas, and I had a few replies from my regular subscribers. But it's something that I'm going to use more in future, because it's a way of being able to connect with all of your audience, with everyone who follows your channel, because not everyone is going to watch every book review, because I am covering watercolour, pastel, you know, oil, and also craft books when I get round to it. And it's a way of being able to actually engage with the channel audience as a whole. So I don't know why I wasn't aware of it before, but anyway, I found it now, so I'm going to make more use of it. I'll try, and I won't spam you, don't worry. I'm not going to start posting every day. But yeah, I'll just sort of, if I come across anything or there's something of interest, I will put a comment on there. So what else? Oh yes. Oh dear. I'm going to actually demonstrate this. I'm going to cut this video up and I'm going to demonstrate what happened. So in episode 6, I was sort of saying that the watch hours had gone down, but there was a baseline of daily watch hours, like how many watch hours I was getting on average a day, because I need 4,000 to get monetized. Anyway, I was bemoaning the fact that they were quite low, but I'd accepted it and saw it as a numbers game. So the more videos, the more the watch hours, the baseline would slowly creep up. Anyway, the last video I published was, can't remember what it's called now. How awful is that? It was a Dorling Kindersley book. Oh yes, sorry. Watercolour Techniques by Dorling Kindersley. Oh my word, it was such a thick book. It had over, I can't remember how many pages, but it took me 3 days to narrate it. There was so much information in this book. Every single page was packed with watercolour techniques, and it's an incredible book. And it was very long. The video was very long. I think it was just under 40 minutes. And I thought, no one's going to watch this. You know, people are going to lose the will to live. But I've had so many. It really took off. So many people have watched it. I've had so many more subscribers, and I'll talk about that when I show you my analytics. It just went off the scale. So I was delighted. However, I watched it one night on my television. It's where I sort of test my videos, but unfortunately I can't do that till I've actually, well, I could I suppose, but published it. But anyway, what I was doing, in order that the narration fitted in with the actual filming, I was chopping the video up and taking a snapshot. You can take a snapshot of a frame inside the video in the software I use, Coral Visual Studio, Video Studio, but the quality wasn't as good. So you would see the video and then the snapshot would appear, which you wouldn't normally notice, but because the quality was poor, it all went out of focus a bit. So the whole video was like you were going in and out, in and out, and in and out of quality. I was mortified. And not only that, because this video was taking me so long to narrate, and the book, I found I was talking a lot more quickly than I normally do when I narrate a book, when I review a book. So I was talking really fast, and I thought, anyway, I wasn't pleased with my production quality, let's put it like that. So, but I always look on the positive, and that was a lesson learned. That's a lesson learned. So I'm actually just about to publish another book review called Art of the Limited Palette by Hazel Sohn, and I've completely changed the way I've edited the video. So what I've done instead is, where I've chopped the video up, I can actually adjust the speed, so you can set like little markers, and you can actually say hold the video there but slow it down, and that's what I've done. And I'll be publishing that after I film this, and I'm sure it's going to be miles better. And I've also carried on, spoken in my normal narration voice, so this is probably my talking voice, but I have a narration voice, you know, like people used to have, they don't anymore, but they used to have a telephone voice, hello, you know, all that. Well, I think I have a narration voice. Anyway, so I learned a good lesson there. I was pleased with that. And what else? Oh yeah, I managed to create my project plan for 2025, of what I want to do and where I want to be. And I filled January in, and I've managed to complete a couple of the points. So I think you need, when I started the channel back 1st of June, when I launched it, I was just producing book reviews just to get something out there, just to get something up on YouTube and get the ball rolling, if you like. But I do feel like now, because I'm getting closer and closer to the ultimate goal of having 4,000 watch hours, I do feel I need a more structured plan as to where I'm going to take the channel. So I've set up this project plan, and I filled in January's, and it just helps me. It just helps me to stay on track. So I'm pleased about that. And I came across 2 videos on YouTube, and I'll put links to them below for you. They were very good. One was how to get one was all about your camera settings on an actual camera, was it DSLR camera? I don't know. I'm not a photographer, but on a proper camera. And it was excellent, where this young lady explained all the settings and what you need to do on your camera to have a good quality video. And then there was another one about a camera app you can download on your mobile phone. So if you're using your mobile phone to film your videos, this was all about an app and how you can adjust the settings on that. So I am using my mobile phone to film this, because I don't have a decent camera. But anyway, I'll just have to carry on. I mean, I think it's fine at the moment. So that will bring me now to my analytics, and I'm actually going to go off camera to do this, because I'll just waffle, and I want to show you screenshots of my analytics, because I'm really pleased with how December's gone in comparison to where it was going when I last filmed in November. So I'll go off camera now, and then I'll join you again when I've waffled on about the analytics. So at the end of December, I had a total of 1,674 subscribers. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed to my channel. You've no idea how much I appreciate it. And I'm absolutely overwhelmed at the number of people that have chosen to follow me. A small little channel just doing art book reviews. Did you notice the big spike on the right hand side of the image? This is where I published a video about a book written by Dorleen Kindersley called Watercolour Techniques for Artists. Well, this video really seemed to take off. The YouTube algorithm seemed to like it, and just the day before I published this video, I had 1,500 subscribers, and by the end of December I had 1,674. But this also had an enormous effect on watch hours, which is what you need to get monetised. You need 4,000 watch hours. And I was bumbling along at an average of 6 to 12 a day and wondering if I'd meet the target in a year. That's the time I gave myself to monetise the channel. And this video increased the watch hours to an average of 65 a day for 3 days running. I was absolutely overjoyed. But what I hadn't considered or really paid much attention to is that when you reach 3,000 watch hours, you can also benefit from other things, such as memberships, which allow your subscribers to join your channel as a member for a recurring monthly fee, in exchange for perks like badges, emojis, exclusive content, or members-only posts. I'm not sure about the badges and emojis part of it, but if I was offering memberships, paid memberships, I would certainly want to offer value for money, which means creating extra content. And I feel if somebody's paying a monthly subscription, you have to deliver. And at the moment, I'm time poor, so I'm not sure I could commit to that, but it is a nice idea. People are also able to support your channel with things like super chats, super stickers and super thanks. I'm not sure I really understand what that's about, or if anyone would want to. And you can also connect to your online shop on YouTube. Well, I don't have a shop at the moment, let alone anything to sell, so that's not going to happen. I'd be really interested to know what you think of those things. Are you a paying member of any other channel? Do those sort of things interest you? Let me know, please, in the comments below. Right, so welcome back if you're still here. I hope you are. So what have I got to do next month? Well, my plans to next month are, I've had quite a few subscriber requests from subscribers for various books, and they've sort of been building up. So I'm going to focus on reviewing those. I'm going to try and get those out of the way because people have commented very kindly and have made suggestions, so I'd like to honour those suggestions. So my focus for book reviews in January is going to be fulfilling the subscriber requests. One of them was a lady who watched my video Atmospheric Flowers in Watercolour, and she suggested a book called Expressive Sketchbooks by Helen Wells. I like looking at other people's sketchbooks, but I've never actually really bothered with one myself. I've got, and it makes sense really, because I've got loads of sheets of watercolour paper that I've actually done some paintings, but they're all scattered all over the place, and they're nothing that I would want to show anyone really. They're just experiments. And I was thinking, it actually makes sense to have a sketchbook. I don't know why I've not done it before, but I'm going to buy one. I'm going to treat myself to one, and then all my experiments I'll keep in there. Anyway, this lady called Helen Wells has written this book, and because I don't know why I don't know why I contacted her on this occasion. I don't know why I did, but anyway, I asked her if I could review her book, and she was over the moon. And so she's waiting patiently for me to review her lovely book. So that's one that I will be doing in January. And what else have I got to do? I've got to test the visualizer. It's over there. I did show people it last time, and I've not got around to testing it. Oh, Christmas and New Year, What else? I came across a video where you can add a tiny little watermark in the bottom right of your videos, and if you click it, you can subscribe. So I'm going to try and get that sorted and add that. I need to record an intro for my channel. A lot of channels have videos explaining what the channel is all about, and I haven't got around to doing that yet, so I'd like to do that. And yeah, so in summary, what can I say? You know, please, you can, it's no cost to you. You can support YouTubers because the content takes ages to produce. We only get paid if there are adverts placed over it on YouTube. But it costs you nothing if you like our videos and if you subscribe to our channel. It helps YouTube. YouTube will recognise that people are engaged with the content we're making, and it actually helps us to get more views and more watch hours and more subscribers. So, you know, if you do find the book reviews helpful, if you wouldn't mind subscribing or giving the video a like, that would be very much appreciated. And I think yeah, I think I'll just wrap it up now. So yeah, end of November, I was feeling a little bit like this is going to take a long time, and you know, I've got to build all this up. It's but then I did have this massive boost in December, and it sort of like reignited the flame, if you like. But I just want to say thank you very, very much for subscribing. If you don't subscribe, take a look at my book reviews. You might decide you'd like to. I know not every book review will be up your street, but I do try and include a variety of mediums. And I also, you know, eventually when I get more time, because I'm still working, to add some tutorials as well. Free tutorials for people. But again, a massive thank you, a really big thank you. And again, big shout out for Diane Antone Studio for helping me, and her daughter Tamsin for offering all the advice and support. It's completely took me by surprise that somebody would be kind enough to do that to a new YouTube channel. So big shout out to her. And I'm very grateful to every one of you who comments on my videos. It means a lot to me that you've took the time to do that, and I do reply. And now I've discovered the community channel, I will be trying to engage a little bit more with you on a more regular basis. So keep safe, and I sincerely wish you a happy and healthy year, and I look forward to chatting to you in the next video. Thank you.